All right, let's move on to the touring information task. So this task will be as if the conference is asking for prices for multiple shows. If your conference you're looking for is only asking for a single show price, there's a video in the playlist right below that that will cover that. Okay. So the first question in the tour is the touring performance fees. So in this case, the conference is saying that they want you to include the price of accommodations in your fees, right? So let's say your one show fee is going to be $250. We'll just fill these out here. So typically your fees will go down actually. There should be an economy of scale. So if you have 8 shows, your single show fee, and remember these are single show fees. So while we're saying 4 to 7 shows, we're not asking for how much you want for 4 to 7 shows. We're asking for, if you get a tour of 4 shows, how much will each single show be? So in this case, it would be $500. So your actual 4 show fee would then be actually $2,000, but we want it based on a single show fee. Okay, so yeah. Now these values are obviously very low. There is some additional. Each conference will have a little bit of a different value. If you find that the values do not fit with what you as a performer or as a group require, my suggestion would be to contact the conference directly, talk to the coordinator there, and make sure that your group or you as a performer are a good fit for their conference. If your fees do not fit in the values that they've made available, it's likely that you may not be a great fit. You might be too large to tour in their geographical area, or whatever. At the very least, you can get some information from the conference on what they're actually looking for there, right? Then number of performers. So here you're going to put how many people you're going to have on stage. And in this case, they're saying what is minimum number of bookings required to travel to, in this case, Regina. So if you're from New York and you're flying to Regina to play these shows, you're going to say, yeah, I can't come for one show. I need at least 4 to make the tour work, or whatever the math works for you. Not every conference is going to ask all these questions, but there are some additional information that some conferences may require. For example, community and education outreach. Are you willing to do school shows? Are you willing to do some master classes? Those types of things. And you can talk about what that might look like for you as an artist. Promotion and publicity. Again, do you have up-to-date press materials? Are you willing to do interviews, radio and personal performances, TV interviews around your performances? Are you active on social media? You can tell them a little bit about what you're looking for there. For some of our Canadian members, the question is, are you willing to travel to northern Canadian communities? Now, again, not all of our partners are going to ask this question, but this will show up on some of our members' conference applications or showcase applications. And then you can indicate which of these you might be willing to do. Maybe you have a Christmas show and you like doing workshops, and maybe you've got some Spanish language programming. You can indicate what they do. Study guide, if you've got a study guide that you want them to send to schools, if you are going to do a school show, you can include a link to that study guide there. And this miscellaneous question will be different if the partner has included one. So you can just answer that there. In this case, they're saying, what are your average per show hospitality costs? And then for this band U2, even though we're asking for $250 a show, our per show hospitality costs are actually $10,000, which may limit how many gigs we get, but we're pretty sure that that's what we need. Promo and publicity is listed here, and we will say radio station, just so that we can complete these tasks. Okay, I think that's it, and that should be it for the multi-show application.